Well, hello guys, it's Rob the Jersey Spider and welcome back. Thank you for riding along with me today on this beautiful August summer Saturday. It's going to be a high of 81 degrees today, a hair humid but not bad at all. It is a great day for riding. I'm currently in Toms River, New Jersey, and we're going to take a little ride through historic Island Heights, New Jersey. To be honest with you, I probably would have been boating today, but my daughter's up from Maryland and she doesn't mind going for a boat ride, but she doesn't like hanging out all day on the boat, so she's just hanging out at home and I'm taking a ride. So I'm nearing 10,000 miles, so we'll I guess discuss that in a future video, but I'm at right now 9,825 miles. So another 175 miles to go and be at the 10,000 mark. I know, a lot of people ride or have the same year motorcycles as these and have a lot more miles. But again, I've mentioned before, I got a needy dog and I can't do anything other than really day trips, so long trips will be in the future, but not as of right now. Well, I noticed, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks ago. Now, everybody knows that, that's been following me, that I got the brand new brakes and rotors. And I noticed that like the last time, the right side brake is squealing a little bit here and there. Now, there's no shuddering, no shaking, no violent shaking when you stop or anything, but I don't know if you can hear that, but it's squeaking again. It's the right side. I don't know if it's just normal with these things, or I don't know, but I'm going to look into that a little bit more. Could you guys comment, please, if you have the same thing, that the right side tends to squeak? But so far the brakes have been great. I haven't really had to slam down on it, to stop hard or anything, which is good. But so far, I'm very happy with the brakes. It's just every once in a while it squeaks when you go to stop, and it's more like when you stop slowly. So again, maybe it's normal, but if you could comment, let me know if you guys have the same issue, and if it is an issue that can be addressed, let me know. Okay, so we're going to try here. Let's go to Island Heights. We're going to cut this way. All right. So this town was founded in 1878, and I believe it was like a big Methodist gathering place back in the day. The high part of the town sits on a 60-foot, as referred to as a bluff, on the Toms River. So it's pretty high up, and there's quite a few Victorian homes down here. So we'll see if we can find some of them. Yeah, last I looked, tomorrow is supposed to be a little rainy, so today is the day to go riding. So again, I checked my tire pressure and it was 26.4 when I left for the rear tire. So we'll see, again, when I get home, we'll see where that's at. I think it seems to be working, my theory on keeping it at like 26 and a half. And, oh yeah, look at this nice view. Can you guys see that? I'm up on a hill going down towards the Toms River. But last time when I got home, it was 28.9, the tire pressure. So, obviously they heat up as you move along. So I think it's probably a good idea to keep it a little lower. And then, as you're riding along, it builds up to where it should be. A beautiful pavilion there. That's gorgeous. Okay. So you can see some of these beautiful homes. And what I'll do, I'll be looking at the homes going this way, and then I'll turn around and we'll take a little view of the Toms River going the other direction. So the cool thing about the Toms River is for a good chunk of it, you don't have to slow down to idle as you're riding the river. You can actually go pretty much wide open. But as it narrows towards the end, as you're heading kind of west on the river, it narrows and you have to slow down. Now there's an old, I don't know how old it is, but it's a paddle boat that runs out of Toms River. If you guys can see that, I'll try to zoom in on it a little bit. And they have dinners, and well, I guess during the day they have maybe lunch cruises on it, so it goes out the Toms River. I think it goes like up to the Seaside Bridge, and then it turns around and goes back. Obviously, it's not real fast. I've done it one time. I did a dinner cruise on it, and it's fun. It's a beautiful time on it. So if you're ever in the Toms River, New Jersey area, maybe you want to look into that. It's pretty cool. All right, let's keep going. Make sure I don't get some cars coming. We'll hang out for a second here. So they have I think at the Toms River side or the Beechwood side end here, they have like a little sailing clubs and they teach kids how to sail, which is pretty neat. And back to the pavilion. I think we can kind of go around the block maybe, and there might be another section to this. So let's do that. Now, to be honest, I haven't really gave it much thought about improving the exhaust on this because it's, it's a touring bike. It's a nice touring motorcycle, excuse me. And, it's nice and quiet, and I like it like that. However, there's a new or newer exhaust that Sling Mods is offering that I'm intrigued by. So I think I'm going to ask Santa Claus maybe for that for Christmas. And if Santa Claus makes good on it, then I will obviously do a video on that, and I will do a video on installing it, because it's pretty simple from what I see. It's only a couple of bolts. You take the original exhaust off and you snap this one right on and bolt it on, and good to go. Looked pretty simple. I watched a video on it, so we'll see what happens with that. But of course, that's a few months off. So in the meantime, I'm gonna enjoy what I have. And if you guys can comment if any of you have upgraded to that and tell me what you think of it, if it's worth it, or is it not worth it? All right, well, let's go this way. Let's see what this is. Oh, this is a police department. Okay. Post office buried back in here. Pretty cool. I'm just going to pull over here and I'm going to take a walk up to the shoreline. I'll leave it run. Put in park. Let you guys take a look. Yeah, apparently back in the day too, this was a big, I would call it like an artist retreat. They, I guess because of the views and all that, they had a lot of artists come down and paint the Toms River and such. Probably the houses too, because they are gorgeous. All right, so I don't know how far you can see, but it's it's a nice view of the Seaside Bridge. Okay, you can see all the sail. I don't know if you can see. There's a ton of sailboats out there. So that's probably them teaching the kids how to sail out there, and they're probably maybe I don't know, 13 to 15 foot little sailboats that they teach them in. It's pretty neat. Now, I do see, and I have seen, because I've come down here on the Toms River, I've seen bigger boats as they're going past those sailboats, like going fast and creating quite a wake. Don't do that. Give them a break. Slow down till you're past them. It's pretty mean doing that. Guys, look at that pretty motorcycle. She is a thing of beauty. Love my Spyder. I'll tell you, it's crazy though. This summer is just absolutely flying by. And you go to the stores, and it's been weeks now, but Costco's had Halloween stuff out already. I mean, they're really, really pushing it. But a lot of people like Halloween. I'm one of them. I'm a big Halloween head, so kind of get it. But I just don't, if nothing else, guys, the only thing my advice to everybody is do not wish your life away. Enjoy the moment. and do not wish your life away. The seasons will come and go, but man, don't wish for the summer to just go away and fall to happen. Life is too short. Enjoy every moment. Life is good. Well, I'm so close now. I'm going to leave the camera run. I'm so close to Seaside. I may just take a ride over there for the heck of it, and we'll see how crazy it is over there. Hey, why not? All right, so I may add some music and speed this video up a little bit as we cruise along till we get to Seaside. I gotta find my way out of here first. I'm kind of lost. All right. Cue the music, cue the music. If anybody wants any coastal decor, the Shore House Coastal Place, pretty cool. You get some neat stuff in there. Guys, we're over the Seaside Bridge and we're going to approach Seaside Heights and Seaside Park. I think we'll hit the park first. We'll do the residential beach side first and work our way into Seaside Heights. Because hey, why not? Now, I know I've done this before, but the last time I did it, I believe school was still in session, so it wasn't so crazy. So you're going to get a taste of how many people are here on a summer Saturday. There's a lot. Just endless automobiles, right? I think a bunch of these people, they park there and they walk over to the beach. It's crazy. That's not really for me. I'm a boat guy. I'm not really a beach guy. Just some people love it. I'd rather take my boat out and stand in 2 feet, 3 feet of water and hang out. Just do that. A nice sandy area. Crowded beaches are not my thing. And this is a Seaside Park Municipal Building and Police Department. So I used to work there. I was 1985, 1986, and 1987. I was a special police officer. And back then, there were different requirements. Now you have to have all kinds of training. And there's in New Jersey, there's Class 1 specials that they don't carry a firearm, and there's Class 2 that do carry firearms, and there's Class 3s that work in the schools, and they're like all retired guys from police departments, and they carry guns within the schools. But back then, when I worked here, there was no such thing. So I actually, I was allowed to carry my own gun. I had a .357 Magnum, and I carried my own. I had to train with it, and there was just interdepartmental training, just within the department. And yeah, it was a whole different time. So it was 85, 86, and 87, the summers of, that I worked here. And I'll tell you, Seaside Park, it's so much better than Seaside Heights, especially back then. We did a lot of backing up Seaside Heights for the bar fights and such. That was very common. But yeah, we used to just patrol this boardwalk, and this is a long residential boardwalk here. Let's see what we got going here. Careful. But a lot of these big houses, or a good chunk of them, were here when I worked here back then. So there's some older homes. I mean, some they've knocked down and built new ones, but yeah, a lot of these are original, which is pretty cool. So they've held up to some wild storms over here. God knows how many hurricanes over the years since the 80s, you know. God, I love the Sawmill. I'll put it on the screen. This place, they have, I'm trying to remember, is it a 30-inch pizza they sell? It is just a Seaside staple for pizza, the Sawmill. It's these giant pizzas they have. And I usually go there in the fall, and they have a deal. You get a giant slice of pizza, because obviously as big as the pizzas, you get this one slice is huge. And it's like you get a slice of pizza and a draft beer, and I think it's either $7 or $8, which I don't think is that bad. It's a good time. You got across? You know? Thank you. So they're seasonal officers, I could tell. They're not carrying guns or anything, so they would be class 1s. Which pretty much they just do traffic control, and they'll write traffic tickets, or rather parking tickets. So it was kind of funny back in the day when I would do this. You know, you'd remember that you wrote a car a ticket, and you'd walk by a car or whatever, you'd drive by a car and you look at it, and then, so you'd drive by and you'd be like, hey, listen, you know, I don't remember writing that guy a ticket. Now, it could have been another officer room, but you go out and you check and you look at the ticket, and it's like, wait a minute, it belongs to the car next to it. So people would actually they'd park next to the car that had a ticket, and they'd take that ticket and put it on their own windshield, hoping that, you know, the police would drive by and think, oh, I already gave him a ticket. And meanwhile, he just stole a ticket off of the other guy. Pretty slick, but I caught that several times, people doing that. It was pretty funny. Nice try, buddy. Smell of the boardwalk. And there is a smell to the boardwalk. If you guys are familiar with Seaside Heights, you smell the pizza, you smell the cheesesteaks. It is a delicious smell here. And the most famous one is Midway Steakhouse on the Seaside Heights Boardwalk. That's been there forever. Sausage sandwiches, oh my God, they are to die for. Sausage, pepper, and onions, yum. And this is one of the original places here too. That's old. I think it says established since the early 50s. Beachcomber, famous bar here. Big Kiss fan. I know I was back in the day. They're okay. They're not my favorite anymore, but I used to really like them. Lucky Leo's. That's been there forever. Sweet shop. It's also an arcade. But the arcade's up ahead a little bit. Let's see if this is where Midway Steakhouse is. Nope. There's Lucky Leo's there. The arcade. Three Brothers, they've been there forever. That's it there, Midway Steakhouse. If you are ever down here, you have to go there. So somebody just recently asked me, it might have been Mitch, from Mitchell Wheels. I think he asked me about the Jersey Shore house. And this is it from the TV show Jersey Shore. If that garage area looks familiar, that's it. And in my last video from a couple years ago when I rode through here, I think you can still rent that. It's rentable all summer long. Probably all year long, I don't know. Alright guys, that's it. Another video on this beautiful summer Saturday. So I want to thank you all for riding along with me. Again, I appreciate it. And as always, if you're thinking about getting one of these, do it, no matter what you can afford, new, used. You will have fun, I promise you. Everybody stay happy, healthy, and have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Thanks again for riding along, guys. Take care.